It's time for Outdoors Bound with George and Olaf, sponsored by Lynchburg Arms and Indoor Shooting Range.
And we are outdoors bound this morning, and you may have received some new hunting gear for Christmas.
And of course, you need to test it out. And our George Nolaf tells us you still have time to use it to hunt deer, but you may have to alter your approach.
If you got the tags, then you still have time to take one more shot. Deer season runs until sundown January 3rd. But unlike the early season, deer behavior's different now. Most are out of the rut, which means they're thinking less about love and more about food, and that is going to affect where to hunt.
Like your fields, your flats that still has acorns in the woods. Look for your mass crop. Those deer are going back to the food now. They'll be going to the fields more.
That is Randy Frango, an expert deer hunter who's been chasing deer in the Blue Ridge for decades. He says bachelor and doe groups are forming, and their movements change a bit too. Trail cams become a valuable source of information to know where they're going and what paths they're taking. A lot of that movement to those food sources comes after dark when it's illegal to take a shot. Frango says the best strategy then becomes getting between where those deer are bedding and where they're eating to catch them during daylight.
If you're hunting the food, say if it's a field, so you want to get back in the woods. So if they're not hitting the field till right at dark, you want to be kind of between their bedding area and their food. So you try to intercept them during that daylight during the legal hunting hours. So you try to position yourself where you're getting a daylight shot at getting your buck or doe, if that's what you're after, is shooting your doe.
How y'all doing, folks? Special thanks to my buddy Randy there. I learn something from him every time I'm out with him. Again, now deer season ends this Saturday, January 3rd. I want to also remind you, the Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources is encouraging the harvest of does to help control the Blue Ridge deer population. However, regulations on when and where you can hunt those female deer vary by location, so you're going to want to check your local hunting rules first.
All right, George, sounds like lots of science and research behind what to do during this time of year when things kind of change with their behavior and migration patterns.
Right, it's not just about going out there and walking through the woods with a gun. Whether it's hunting or fishing, knowledge is king, and a little science knowledge, well, that can go a long, long way. We're talking just knowing the basics about deer behavior can mean you can up your odds of success in the woods, knowing that after the rut, that's mating season, they go into winter mode. They are not thinking about reproduction, and they don't move as much. Now, when they do move, it's to go find something to eat or to get a drink of water, and then it's right back to their bedding area. So find those transit paths they take between those three things is vital.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know. Thank you so much, George.